Horse. That's the last time I'm gonna chant that because, like, this game is really bad. But we have 1 week of this left in game, so let's finish it up. That's what I say. And we're gonna start off immediately with the chat room here. That's right, I need to, like, play my day out. I forgot. I need to figure out what the hell to do afterwards. Let's do, like, the interesting stuff after, I guess. This is your last week. You should devote all your time to training and course care. Time is very precious at this point, and I don't. Go on. Go on. Go on. I think it's a good idea to waste on walks. Okay, there we go. I guess we're not doing stroll then, but we're still the option for some reason, so that's cool, I guess.
Hey Shus, stop horsing around and crash the game again. Hee hee.
You're so right. My bad. I gotta do that. That's on me. Thanks for the 100 bits. You're right though. I should do care first. That's the one that crashes the game right there. I should do that one first. You're so right. All right, but let's actually play the game now. There we go. I'm proud of you all. I'll show that you worked very hard during last week's mid-game. You should be rewarded for it. Thank you. Thanks for Embassy Morocco. What the hell? Here's last week we were trained on the Rabat track, the capital of Morocco. Okay, interesting. It's more on the weekend. You'll compete in a tournament against Moroccan academies. Bear in mind this country has excellent riders, and winning against them on their own ground will be a difficult task. All information is on the task. Is the ball guy crashed in the game? No. Wait, why are you here? I thought I got kicked out. What the hell? We'll keep you along. I've gone back for my things. Also beg for news for you all. It's raised me to feel superior. They always told me that thanks to my social status, I would get anywhere, and that was worth any price. Talking about people who moved outside the social circles of my family and inferior people with no scope in life. Messed up, Antoine. Oh, boo-hoo. Actions have consequences, bitch. Oh yes, Clarice, my favorite item in my pocket that we got yesterday. That's so weird how we literally, like... she's like basically the item we collected. So weird. Nah, Antoine's stinky. I'm not gonna forget about it. Anyways. It's time to crash the game. Here we go. Alright. Chat, we're gonna play our favorite game here. Will it crash? Immediately crashed. Alright, sweet. Crash cut number 14 right there. Holy crap. I don't know why it crashes on that. It's just random at this point. We thought it was a memory leak for so long, but that's no. No, it's not. It's not a memory leak. It just crashes randomly for no reason. I think at this point, I don't even know. I'll say in the save after we do the Antoine thing there, so we're just gonna go through that again. What a silly video game this is here. I'm glad we're done with it soon. Because it actually isn't silly at all. It's very stinky. And it smells. Alright, I'll save right here then. Alright, chats. Once again, I say, will it crash? Let's go. Oh my god, really again? Okay, sure, again, twice in a row now. I'll give it like a few more seconds, actually. That's what we'll do. Really? Twice in a row? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect to start the stream of 2 more crashes. But holy shit, really, 2 more crashes to start a stream. Alright. Jeez Louise. A little Frosty Bear. I'm doing pretty well right now. I just got food from the grocery store a little bit ago. Shouts to having food and, like, drink. Big fan of both of those things. Huge fan. Love to have food and drink in house. Alright, for the 3rd time in a row now. Will it crash? There it is. Also, we're suddenly not in Morocco anymore, I guess. That's cool. Just, we're back in wherever the hell we were from. Damn, no crash 3 times in a row. What was the extra noise there? What the hell? Never heard that noise before. Strange. Yo, thanks for streaking, gamer. Next time on Horsez Z. I don't know why it's capitalized like that in the other streams sometimes. It's just the horses. But whatever. It's so strange. Like, I've been saying the whole time, it's very true. They did not give a shit about this game. The devs did not care at all. And that's just straight up facts. Hot take sauce, this is nice. Couldn't agree more. I got rotisserie chicken there. I meet that over next week or so before I leave for FWA on Wednesday. That's my plan. I got a bunch of like frozen food mostly because like, yeah, I don't want any perishables. Just going bad one, wait for 5 days. So that's the thing. Also, yeah, once again, we're no longer in Morocco, I guess. So that's cool. Again, they did not give a shit. They did not shit while playing this game. Hope you're enjoying this Skyrim-ass music we're listening to while we're watching our horse. By the way, everything we're doing right now is everything we've done throughout literally the entire game. The earlier like 5 hours that we play this game have been just like nothing but this with no variants. Outside of like slightly different like dressage courses, I guess, but that's like the worst part of the game. It's all been like literally just this the entire time. They have better thing for the. I'm gonna need to get through this. But we're almost done. We're on the final week of the game, thankfully. Why is this freaking out? Okay, that was weird. Strange. We're on week 6 out of 6. Final week of the game, like I said. We are almost done. And the game has crashed on us 15 times. 15 miles! 15 times! Make a statement for the monotony of the horse ranch life? Maybe. Maybe it is. Careful not to wear your horse out. Give it time to catch his breath once in a while if you don't want to be exhausted. You like Ginger? Thank you. That's Ginger's voice. That's what she sounds like. Also, we have a fourth area. Let's go. Huge? Wait. Actually, it might be reskin of the third area. Hold on. It wouldn't shock me. Let's see if there's like a Sandman somewhere on the sides of the snowman. Probably not. I don't know. Are there cacti in Morocco? I don't know if there's cacti in general in the Sahara deserts. I saw some cacti we were jumping next to a second ago. It looked like a saguaro, I think, which is like American. No, cacti Morocco? That's what I thought. It looks like a saguaro cactus. Or like what you would typically see, like in America. Morocco's not all sand? It is not all sand either, yeah. Take that, barrel. Alright, I think this is less sand here a little bit. Seems like mountainish. Most of the Sahara Desert falls on boards of Algeria. Yeah. That's what I know about it too, at least. Like, the Sahara Desert's mostly like a bit more inland. Unlike a lot of the countries that have a Sahara Desert inside of it. Are there palm trees as well in Morocco? Oh, I sure ran out of salmon. What the hell? It's time to jump. Also, our popularity is just full, so I guess we're just good for most of this week. Whereas Morocco is very difficult. This game makes your control hard to face. Look, you're very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. The thread tie at 27 now. Oh my goodness. That's wild. I am like hoping and praying the one I want to actually play sooner rather than later is the one that wins this time around though. I know which one it is. I'm not gonna say which one, but yeah. Because I haven't. Okay, I hit something there, but there was nothing there. That was weird. Yeah, because I have a feeling it's not gonna be come again for. It's probably gonna come again for a long time. I imagine not a lot of people are probably gonna like swing for it in general. So I'm hoping more than anything else that it just like wins, but we'll see. I won't say which one though, of course. So with fairly certain games, but Joba games, this is something else. This game has crashed me 15 times, Goat Fan. I think a lot of the more known games are like that, more than anything else. But like, yeah, for stuff like the Pet series, the Imagine series on DS, and a lot of the games they like associate with in general on DS, like it's a lot of this usually. It's pretty bad. So that is fine. Oh, I gotta do a lot of jumping and stuff. Apparently, we'll get the rest out of the way. So popularity is done, I guess. So we're done with that. We're done with Stroll. I guess yeah. All we gotta do now is just dresses, jump, and cross for a long time, and I guess care to increase our horse level, which we should do first. Now that I think about it. Yeah, because like again, the game can crash right here, and like. I do want to see the little crash. I am a sicko like that. I wanted to crash in a way. I kind of want to see how high the crash count can get. Will it crash? Fuck! Alright, well, it's crashed 15 times in this. At the moment. We still have at least one more care to do, so like it could happen more times. We'll see. Well, no, I don't get to choose in this case. I'm just gonna do my usual thing for voting, where it's like, I'll just ping and be like, untie the votes, and whichever one unties the more votes wins. That's all it's gonna be. But instead, there's 3 ties. I have to look at 3 numbers now, which is slightly harder for me, but it's like not a big deal at all. That'll be the dealio there. Come on, Peaches. Get clean already. I think I named them Peaches. If Fever Dream is still going, we have not woken up yet. The accident was 40 years ago. Please wake up. We're almost done, though. We're in the final week, and looks like there's no more social interactions to do. There's no more story that's going to happen at all, so we're pretty good on this. We're pretty set. It's just like, we just have to get to the end. Honestly, had I known that, I probably would have just finished out last night, but I think it's for the best I finish it off like briefly here tonight. Especially because dresses take so long. Holy shit, dresses take so long. And holy shit, it's always boring and not fun. Unlike dresses in Horse Life, where it was pretty fun actually. Still took a bit though, of course, but that's just kind of the nature of the beast. The beast being dresses competition. Not the horse, to be clear. Horse's friend. Rick's American Cafe. Oh, I've never seen Casablanca before. So it's just there's way more expensive a hobby for most people, so the game is because it's actually good. No, I agree. Yeah, I was saying about this game earlier. I was saying the same thing about that yesterday, I think. This game definitely discouraged like parents from, or like a child from getting a horse from their parents. Most definitely it did. So in that way, it's actually a pretty good game when you think about it. Rock and Dressers Arena is a very difficult one. Wish you best of luck. Thank you. Having to lock in, press symbols on the screen for quite a while, and like not be able to look away the whole time. Yippee! Except for right here. For a reminder, whenever I draw an O in this game, it has to start on the top left of the O. It cannot start anywhere else. Gotta be specifically in the top left. If it's not in the top left, it doesn't work. As I've learned from playing this game for almost 6 hours now. It's been 6 hours. Also, a friendly reminder, these symbols wouldn't exist right here. I'd have to like memorize everything if I didn't buy the thing in the library. If I didn't buy the tutorial in the library. Also, look at our face right here. Beautiful. It's just 3 dots. That's our skull right there. It's exposed. We are the daughter of death. That is our... That is us. Ginger, the daughter of... Beelzebub. I don't know. We're gonna win every single Moroccan horse competition. We're not even doing a symbol here. What the hell? Okay. Weird. I'm surprised the name is Ginger though, and like we named ourselves at the beginning of the game. And also, the original game is based off Alexandra Letterman. So I'm surprised the name just isn't Alexandra or something. Whatever, Ginger it is. Maybe Ubisoft localized it like that. That wouldn't shock me. That moves so slowly. We hate the pee off. Boo. It pees me off. Know what I'm saying? Haha. This shit's not even hard. It's just long. That's right, do a loop-a-da-loop. Just end already. I'm done with this. I've dressaged enough. I probably have to do this like 4 times too right now. I'm pretty sure I have to do this like 4 times to be able to pass this. Don't worry about it. I don't care if I get first. I don't care if I get perfect or not. It doesn't really affect much of anything as far as I'm aware if I get perfect or get 9 out of 10. It just keeps going. Don't they have regulations for this in actual dresses competitions? Any horse experts in the chat know this? I drew like a 6 for that last one, by the way. I was drawing it! I want to look at chat again. Can I please be done, game? Okay, we're almost done. Cool. There, jeez. Ay, ay, ay. Was it paint over patch steward? It probably was a paint over patch steward, honestly. To making sure drawing circles work in all directions and a wide range of loops. Good. This game clearly did not do that. Thanks for putting that effort, though, in the past. Because holy shit. I take that for granted, for sure. Like, you have to draw it that specific way. If you don't, you just fail it. I've done it multiple times in multiple different ways. I think the reason why is because specifically in the tutorial you buy at the library, like they have it so the loop starts like in the top left. So, but you think that wouldn't matter, but it does matter apparently. It's really dumb. Yeah, I imagine it is. And like it's definitely easy sometimes to like make it like just have something simple like that be an oversight, I guess. But even still, this game definitely was not quality tested enough. Considering everything else about it that's been really crap the whole time. Considering the freaking 15 crashes on cart so far, or 15 crashes in general so far we've experienced. This game definitely needed like way more testing. Even if it was supposed to be like, even if it was like, you know, a cheap game to put on the market for that people would buy before the holidays or whatever. But still. He's just taking off a jacket. Fair enough, fair enough. That's definitely fair. Yeah, look at that cactus that shouldn't be there. I did. Whoa. Alright, time to jump. Basically time to do the same thing we did earlier, but again. Yay. That's all this game is. We're just training for competitions that are just the same things we did earlier, but again. Except this time it has epic music. Whoa. Yeah, Bring a Chat is awesome, honestly. We're still smashing the car of a hammer after we finish. I'm not gonna do that. I paid $16 for this. I probably gotta sell this again at some point to someone. Pawn it off to some poor soul. Look at that cards with the file name the file name Blueberry and the horse name Peaches, and they're gonna like it. Yeah, $16, which includes shipping, but yeah. I had to get a complete in box because remember I didn't know about like which symbols would draw at all, and I thought the manual would help me with that, but it did not help me with that. Turns out it was something. Turns out it was just something very well hidden in the game, I guess. Hey. Master G Kevin puts in a garbage can and pulls out a RAM when they have to play later. That's an awesome idea, but unfortunately not. But that's an awesome idea. Jaxler did do a like shitty speed game Secret Santa last SGDQ though. Or last, yeah, at AGDQ rather. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing that again. I would love to see that again personally. I would definitely participate a second time. For that, I gave away Johnny Test for the Nintendo DS for the record. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh, I haven't saved. I haven't saved. I can't back out of this. Alright, please don't crash. Okay, of all the times to crash, this is not a time to crash. It's gonna crash. It's gonna crash. It's gonna crash. I'm calling it right now. Why did I think it would not crash there? I forgot to save, chat. We gotta go back and do a few more of that again. God damn it, we're in Horse Purgatory again. We're in Horse Purgatory again. God damn it. Fuck. Ah. Jesus Christ. I think I have to do dresses again too. That's the worst part. God freaking damn it, man. Yep, this game crashes on the real actual carts. I thought it was just an R4 crash the first time it did that, and I had to get a complete box copy anyways. I did save that whole time. I have to do all that freaking bullshit again. Alright, cool, nice. Love that. Hell yeah. Ay, ay, ay. We have to do that whole week again because I forgot to save before the care again. God freaking. Ugh. Just gonna. Freaking. It's so annoying, man. Yeah, fuck Ubisoft. Made me suffer through the Pets of Imagine series on DS. The Pets series having 32 entries including this one, and 36 entries for the Imagine series. Freaking 4% of the DS library is the Imagine series and the Pet series. 4% of the total DS library are games from those two series that Ubisoft published. Jesus Christ. Lost at least 3 hours by now, given 2 crashes for lost a little over an hour. Yeah, agreed. And I mulliganed the first one too. We could have been like 8 hours for the timer had I not mulliganed that first one and tried it again once I got a car of it. That's the wild part here. It's been like 3 hours of crashes at this point. This game could have been like a 5-hour, one-day game. It could have been that. But because we've crashed so much, it's not. It's so stupid. I'm pretty sure it was the last time we had to do care as well, considering where our horse level was anyways. I'm pretty sure that was just it right there, but whatever. No, talk to me, I'm angry. But for real, what the fuck? There's definitely barely any testing at all. Like this shit sucks. Okay, before doing anything else, I'm freaking saving because it doesn't auto save because fuck you, player. I hate you. Shut up. Anyways, here's 5 minutes of dressage. You're welcome, chats. You're gonna thank me for it. You'll not thank me for it. I'm so sorry for putting you through this again. I feel it's like I feel it's an extra time now because of the crash. Fuck that, man. I think I do this like 4 times in this week too. Now I have to do it. Now I have to do it even more. God damn, dude. It's just gonna be this the whole time too. They're not gonna mix it up at all. Why would they? Even if they did, it'd still be annoying and unfun. Jesus Christ. Anyways, enjoy seeing our player character's skull here in a second. Like my mistakes don't change the player character, doesn't the horse at all? Yeah, it changes literally nothing. Nothing matters. We don't fall off or anything here, we just keep on moving, who cares? I can assume it's some of their own fault and not the game. That's messed up. That's super messed up, honestly. I hope no kid felt bad about, like, just their playtime of this game at all. I hope they just quit at some point early on and just said, oh well, shit sucks. Time to go play New Soup or something. Time to go play Metro Prime Hunters for the Nintendo DS. Like, this is one of the lowest of the low for sure. Like, it's crashed on me 16 times. Like, come on. But even beyond that, like, look at the gameplay. Look at what we're doing right now. This shit's awful. I was thinking about it yesterday too, like last night, and like I think this game is getting a 0 out of 10 treatment, given it's crashed on me 16 times. I don't think anyone's gonna beat this game, like having bought it and just play it fresh. I'm pretty sure we're getting the 0 out of 10 here. Otherwise, it's getting a 0.5, and like like you can argue for both, but I think this game deserves a 0 out of 10 for basically just being unplayable the whole time, considering how many crashes there are. It's like you could beat this, but why would you? It's the same thing with Discovery Kids Sync Safari, MAX, Light Camera Action, all that. It's like you could beat this, but why would you? The boss crashes consistently in Animaniacs. The 11th level boss crashes consistently on DS version. You could get the code to go past that point, but why would you at that point? The game is awful enough. The UI disappears over the course of Discovery Kids Sync Safari. And like, technically you can still beat it without having the UI there, which I did in the end. But why would you? No sane person who's not doing some challenge like this would do that. No one would go through and play through the rest of the game after that point, considering how it is. I think it deserves a 0 out of 10 once we're done. I think that's where I'm at right now. Like the fact that it crashes consistently on one part, and like I've lost over an hour of progress twice, and recently like 15-20 minutes of progress. Just because of the crashes, like, yeah, no. That's not good. Among other issues too, of course, but yeah. All I gotta say is I hope someday I don't have to give a good game a 0 out of 10 because it crashes consistently on some parts of the game. Hope I don't have to give a good game a 0 out of 10. Which at that point I guess it wouldn't be good if it crashed consistently at one part, but you know still. You call this gameplay? True. Also true. I had to scroll up real quickly. I couldn't read chat for the last couple of minutes. Oh yeah, we have a three-way tie currently in Discord for if you want, if someone wants to break it up real quickly. That'd help me personally when we end the vote in like an hour. Sorry, so you guys thought this question meant something. Another this chat box you can pay your way out of. Oh, yeah, because like this game does have the Nintendo seal of quality, as you can see right here. It does indeed have that right there. So yeah, that's some bullshit right there, honestly. Your Lego Star Wars, then we're gonna crash it and install Fox and feel real bad. Yeah. Understandable. That game was a mess. It was funny at times though because of that, but like, yeah, that game was a mess. Thanks for streaking, gamer. Was it just giving you physical pain? It is because of that last crash made me lose like 20 minutes of progress. All because I forgot to manually save. I couldn't go back. Otherwise, I couldn't do carrot there, which means I actually might fail the week. I don't know if I would, but there's a chance I would if I failed that, and I would lose more time at that point. So you know what? It's like somehow lesser of two evils, if you can believe it. It's still okay. So on top of everything too, it's still wild how if you don't get like perfect grades and everything by the end of the week, you just get like you just have to redo the entire week over again. That's still wild to me. We found out the first time we did this, before we even got our first crash. Like we had 3 out of 5 of the grades like maxed out. And the game was like, "Whoops, sorry, you failed. You gotta start over again." That's freaking nuts. That's an hour gone. That was an hour gone for me at the time, before the crash happened. Before the first crash happened, rather. Yeah, this game just fucking sucks. No seal of Ubisoft pay us to ship this? Exactly. Nintendo seal of quality doesn't mean absolute crap. Just had to ship a game in broken state. Just sadly doesn't like. Yeah. Because you're gonna buy it, it's on the shelf no matter what. Ooh. Capitalism, baby. Give me money. Paid to ship the first build. God. We see Horsez like this, you say yay or no. Oh, definitely ladder, thank you. Definitely the ladder, even without the double entendre. Honestly. This game fucking sucks. I'm tempted to do dresses twice in a row, by the way, just to get out of the way. Even though that would probably kill me. On second thought, good thing I didn't finish this last night. I'm glad I didn't. Unfortunate to finish this anyways. But I made so much more progress last night, so I didn't have to do as much today. So thank you, Past Shasta. Thank you, Pasta, for that. Alright, we're gonna save after I do this. We are going to save after I do this. Dressage, cross, jump, save. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, bazinga. Alright, cool. Now we're not gonna lose 20 minutes of progress. Alright, chats, your favorite game and my favorite game too. Will it crash? Fuck! Why couldn't that happen earlier? Ah! The very same, yes. It's part of the Pet series. There are 32 of them on DS. There's also 36 Imagine games, both published by Ubisoft. We hate Ubisoft here with a passion here. I wish Ubisoft just wouldn't. They don't have to. And I wish they wouldn't. Yeah, 32 of them. It's awful. Awesome. I'm definitely more committed to get like this series out of the way earlier, rather than just like saving it all for the end. You know. Same with the Imagine series, which there are 36 of. That's where I've been. I'm like very down to get this out of the way like earlier, so we're not playing these games in like the thousands or whatever. Like no matter what, each phase season I do from here on out, it's gonna have like one Imagine game and one Pets game in it at least, just to get it out of the way. They're responsible not to the games didn't beats because also that Golf of Baby game. Yeah, fuck that game. There's a long play of that game, and it still doesn't include how to actually advance in it. That's how shit that game is. And also, holy shit, they just piss and poop directly onto you on Nintendo DS. It's awful. Fuck that shit. You might think to yourself, obviously, it's a baby game, but it's also like, holy shit, really, they're showing that? Really, they're having you do this? Really, there's a giant stream of piss coming at you from the baby? What the fuck? Why did they do that? Why is this on the DS? What the fuck are they doing? What were they even thinking with this shit? It's so stupid. That's also one of the worst DS games easily. Oh, there, found it. Yeah, it was made me incredibly uncomfortable. Like, oh my god. The game made me like incredibly uncomfortable. I was not having a good time from the get-go with that one. And there are other baby raising games on DS. There's still a few more. Sure, can find something even worse? You probably will. Not expected at this point. I even see what we're doing. Oh, let's try an O for trot, my bad. God, I don't want to do this again. This is literally the same course as last time too. And if we do this like 2 more times, I'm pretty sure after this. Considering how low our meter was. It was like our scary ass horse and rider here. Here it gives you the stance, but doesn't give you a symbols to draw. You just get flying change and that's it. That doesn't happen in past dressages. Past dressages. Is it dressage or dressage? I actually have no idea, like unironically. I've just been saying dressage because it's funny to say it like that, but is it actually dressage or is it dressage? Actually have no clue. Like dressage, like my garage, or dressage, like all I can think of was porridge. But that's probably a better example than porridge. The funny way is correct? Yo. It really is dressage. Okay. Like dressage, okay. Hell yeah. I'm surprised, but that's cool. Dressage. I'm gonna go to my garage, get a massage, and then do some dressage. There's no way there's an original composer for this soundtrack. I'll be so real. This is definitely some sort of licensed music they just licensed for this game. Not licensed music, but you know what I mean. Like it's something that's not made for this game. Just you can buy it somewhere, probably on some website. There's no way someone actually made this normally for the game. This game constantly repeats like the same things over and over again for like hours at a time. There's no way in hell they actually made an actual song for this game. That would mean you pay someone money, and that's not a thing they would do. I don't think goods and services happen in this instance. Are you looking forward to the 2 other times I have to do this before we end the game? Are you looking forward to it as much as I am? Are you looking forward to this over 5 minute long auto scroller section where I just do nothing but just press symbol on screen and draw shapes? Yippee! You just hold together for one more day. It's already crashed me 3 times today, Grandpa. I'm sorry to tell you. It's already crashed on me 3 times today. I'm gonna have to do dressage 3 more times. Fuck this shit. Okay, whatever. I have to do dressage 3 more freaking times. Look at because of the meter we have. God damn, man. This game won't leave me alone. I can improve this game by making it Horse Life for the Nintendo DS, which we played recently. It was much better than this. I think I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It played like very similar to this, but it actually was fun and enjoyable. Also, I can do what I want, gamer. I am gonna say it by not making it in the first place. You can't stop me. Hehehehe. You cannot ban the broadcaster. Yeah, it's desert now. It's different. Whoa. The desert of Morocco. Ooh. Which is like mostly not desert, but you know. Okay, they actually mentioned it's in the capital of Morocco, because I'm gonna check if the capital of Morocco is like in the Sahara Desert part of Morocco. I doubt it is, but I mean, clearly they didn't give a shit. Or about the capital is coastal? That makes it even worse then. It should not be like a desert then. Sheesh. Yeah, they did not give a shit about this game. They did not give a fuck about this video game. And yet here I am, playing it. Woe is me. Discount of 25 bucks, was it that bad? It was not super good. Like, it was fun. It was fine. I wish it was way better. There are some great, excellent areas in that game, like aesthetically, that are so freaking cool. But like, design-wise for levels, it's very linear, whereas Metroid Prime is not really known for being like super linear all the time. It was, yeah. Did motorcycle parts? No, I did not, because there wasn't anything to do in the actual open world. The open world only existed because Bandai Namco, when they were working on the game, made that part of the game, and they couldn't really like Retro Studios had to work around that apparently, according to like interviews down the line after the game was released. So like, the open world itself was very bare bones. There was some shrine and stuff to go inside of. They had some puzzles that were interesting, but like, that was the highlight. There's like nothing else going on there other than like sometimes enemies chase you, and they're not even fun to fight. Yeah, it's a big shame. They could have done so much more with it. There's some cool things about Metroid Prime 4, but like overall, yeah, it's disappointing to me. Definitely way worse than, or definitely the worst of like the 4 main Metroid Prime games, in my opinion. I think the worst out of all of them, but yeah, not including Prime Pinball, obviously, because yeah, hell, even Federation Force. Actually, I played Federation Force like a friend. That was fun for what it was too. Let's just say of the main 4, like yeah, it's the worst of the 4. And I think personally, I think it honestly goes Prime 1, Prime 2, Prime 3, Prime 4 in terms of like my enjoyment overall of the series. That being said, Volt Forge, incredible area. Love the area so much. Like Ice Spell afterwards, after the area's done, really good too. Big fan. Rest of the game, hit or miss. The mines were not good. Anyways, I got beer quickly. I was about to play, so see y'all in a little bit. Alright, I'm back. And yeah, Prime 4 itself, like it's still fine enough to play, but like in my opinion, there's still some big flaws that like really hold it back, unfortunately. That's why it makes it hard to recommend it to people in the first place, even people who are interested in it. Also, I guess we'll just get like this out of the way, then we have to freaking 2 of these in a row. God damn it, dude. Okay. After that, we're hopefully done. I'm gonna have to do a 3rd dressage, which is gonna kill me. You know, let's do like this. Yeah, let's do like 1 dressage, then we'll do 2 cross, then jump, then dressage, and then we'll see what happens after that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Prime 1 again. I revisited it for like when Remaster came out, and I just fell in love even more. That game is so freaking amazing. God, what a good game. Everything about Prime 1 is just incredible. The areas, the set pieces, the powers, the weapons, just all the lore they put in the game, all really good. That's one highlight of Prime 4 as well. Like the skeleton of what makes Prime is still there sometimes. Like there's still some really cool lore. Like when you scan objects and stuff in that game, there's still some really cool things you will find that I think is just really awesome. especially in Icebelt. Icebelt is mostly an area full, just chock full of lore, and that area is incredible for that. Yeah, the music. Oh my god, the music in Prime 4. Sheesh. God damn. Still really good. Like what's there that's reminiscent of the rest of the series is really freaking good. It's just the stuff that's not, like the open world, like stuff like the open world, like some of the game design itself being like super linear, or I really saw a lot of it being like pretty damn linear, unfortunately. Like a lot of that stuff is like, that sucks. That's not what Prime's about. It shouldn't feel like a chore to revisit past areas, and it does because of how linear things are and how they're laid out. Like there are some shortcuts in some areas. There's some parts that are blocked off after you do them for the first, like after you do them for the first and only time, and like that's not how Prime should be. It shouldn't feel like a chore to revisit past areas to 100% the game. It was when I tried to do that. Plus the freaking green energy crystals. Oh my god, why? Why do you have to get so many of them to beat the game? Why is that a requirement? I am getting 100% of them too because, like, yeah, I wanted to see what I want 100% of the game and then like not think about it or not play it ever again. You know, not leave any questions open or anything, but like, yeah, like, geez, why is that such a high? Why do you have to get so much of that? It's just having to do so much of the open world you wouldn't otherwise want to do. It's so dumb. No, that's literally what Sky. Yeah, they literally built a framework of Bandai Namco, like what they did with Prime 4 for 2 years they worked on it, which is mostly the open world thing that like the open world was Bandai Namco's fault from what I read in interviews and stuff. That was the biggest thing. They couldn't get rid of that. They have to like rebuild so much of the game, like beyond the open world, that like they built so much of it around it. Like they couldn't get rid of it at that point. It sucks. How would you compare a speedrun each game to a casual one? The speedrun's fucking phenomenal for Prime 1 and for Prime 2 as well. Prime 2 is a very broken game, especially. Prime 1 has a lot of out of bounds and stuff too, as well, but Prime 2 has like a lot more significant out of bounds, I would say. Like there's a lot more of it. Like I Am Lost skip at the start of Prime 2 is so cool because you just keep all your items that you otherwise would lose at the start of the game. That's so cool to me. The Prime 3 is like, it's got some brokenness to it. I honestly haven't seen a full run in a while. It was just in like I think SGQ? I think it was SGQ last year. Or was it HGQ? It might have been HGQ. I remember wanting to try and get on couch for that, but it being like 5 in the morning for when it started, so yeah. No, yeah, it was HGQ. Yeah, it was HGQ because like I beat Prime 3 before Prime 4 came out, and then Prime 3 got an HGQ. Then yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, either way, I haven't seen a full run in a while. It got more broken over time, but I don't know how broken it is now. Prime 4 though is not broken like pretty much at all. There's like small things here and there, but it's like there's like no out of bounds as far as I'm aware. There's like some tiny optimizations, some tiny skips in the run, as far as I'm aware, but like there's nothing major or anything. It's a game that's hard to break because of the way it's structured. Unfortunate, honestly. Yeah, Prime 1's so cool. Just there's a lot of really awesome tricks in that game. Plus scan dashing exists, and scan dashing's really freaking cool. There's some version of that as well in Prime 2 that's really fun, but it's more powerful in Prime 1. It's so freaking sick. Like, scan dash allows you to get high jump boots early, or excuse me, space jump early, which is just your double jump right at the start. And that just makes the game so much different from how you normally play it. It's so cool. As well, bounce taking Prime Server to bring up Seven's present everyone on a map at the same time. It's right. It's such an awesome trick. Okay, I'll have to address this one more time. Cool. Thank goodness. My streams are the coolest speedruns because they're cool as hell normally. That's why. Because normally when playing Metro games, you're having the greatest time of your damn life because the games are freaking awesome. And that's because Samus is freaking amazing. That's why Metro games make such amazing speedruns. That is the reason right there. Also, Prime Hunter's casually is so much different from Prime Hunter's speedrun as well. Just to make that clear. Prime Hunter's speedrun also has just so much out of bounds. That's what makes it so cool and fun. Prime Hunter's casual is a little more confusing because the game is not super clear as to like where you have to go as the player. That's another thing too. I'm excited to replay that game eventually for DS Destruction though. I am kind of surprised I haven't played it yet though. I might just like slot in at some point. We'll see. I don't know. I have a Super Saga Randomizer and Starcross World for FWA in like week and a half or so, and then like Fan Hourglass for up to the break and at the end of May, and then that's it for a while. I don't have anything else planned currently for marathons, but something will probably come up eventually. Yeah, Prime Hunter is one of those runs where like I can definitely just like pull it out and just have a great time running it every single time. It's such a fun, cool run the whole time. It's so sick. We'll just coast to the end real quick. There we go. I love the arrow just like stays in that one spot. Just pass up the arrow at the end. You know how it is. Hope y'all are ready for the nuke about to drop in the con section of this game once we get to our review. Hope y'all are ready for that. I really spent like almost 9 hours playing this game in total. If it wasn't for the mulligan I put on the first time we tried this out. I really spent almost 9 hours on this freaking stupid ass game. Actually, it'll probably be about 9 hours by the time we're done, because there's gonna be one last competition. There's gonna be one more competition for sure. Which we have to do one more round of dressage at that point, which like, god damn. Wish I had your endurance. It helps that I'm streaming this immensely. If I wasn't streaming this, I would have been done after the first crash. If I wasn't streaming this and putting my playthroughs on YouTube, where like it usually is like the only time anyone's put a playthrough of that game on YouTube, then like yeah, I would be hard to do this sort of thing. That's for sure. I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, I think How Long to Beat had like a playthrough of this on YouTube, or How Long to Beat had had a playthrough of this for its estimates on howlongtobeat.com. I phrased that weirdly. I think there's a How Long to Beat estimate for this, and like I don't think there's a long play YouTube. Maybe there is, but yeah, I don't know. It definitely helps that like that's a thing for sure. It's time to do the same thing for like the 5th time now. Yippee! Can I turn to podcast sessions with chat? Oh, absolutely. 100%. That's at least good. I do hope next Metro game is really cool. I don't know where they're gonna go with it from here, but I hope it's really cool at least. Never in the future that happens. Whether it's like another game like Dread, whether it's like Prime 5 or something. I don't know. I just hope it's cool and fun. enjoyable. That's all I can hope for, I guess. Like, Dread was freaking amazing. Then let Mercury Steam cook on Metroid again. Let them cook. They are doing so well. Samus Return was awesome. Dread was an all-timer. Like, let them cook. How much more? We're almost done, thankfully. This is our last dressage, and then I think after this we have the final competition, and then we're good. There's no 7th week in Bossing Say. There shouldn't be a 7th week. The game said there was 6 weeks, so like it should be only 6. Zoop. How many times does this crash today? We're up to 16 crashes total. I think it's gonna be our final count though. So it crashed 3 more times today. The worst part is that I actually went into the menu where it would crash, where it's known to crash. And I forgot to save before it, so I had to redo like 20 minutes of gameplay once that happened. That was the worst part of it. Dread 2 would go so hard? It would. It wouldn't be called Dread 2 though, but yeah. Just another Mercury Steam 2D Metroid game would go incredibly hard. I mean, if you want to be technical, we did crash the game twice in a row upon booting it again. It'd take me a minute to crash it twice at this point, like at some point in the playthrough. And I cannot tell you why. We thought it was a memory leak for a while. It's not. It crashed the first time we went into the game and did the thing that would normally cause it, like, have a chance of crashing twice. We started our session today. Like, we went there the first time that we possibly could today, crash. Boot up the game again, go in there again, crash. And I don't understand. It's so stupid. I think it's just random at this point, yeah. I don't know if there's any possible reason for it to crash at this point. I think it just happens randomly. Simple as that. Which is even more impressive. But first we have Shining Stars Superstar Arcade for the Nintendo DS. No idea how long it's gonna take. No idea what the game's about. Actually, I think it is like about like a carnival or something. I know it has like cute animals in the box arts. So it might be at least more charming. It's gonna be more charming for sure than this game is. It might be more tolerable. We'll see. Depends on how long it is. Depends if it's like ends up being boring or not. Are we done yet? Is it over yet? Gee. Okay, we're almost done. Just put in a tiebreaker vote. Let's go. That's my goat right there. Actually, what'd you vote for? Hold on, let me see. Hell yeah, that's my go right there. Alright, we're maxed out on everything. Cool, there's no sliver or anything like that. We're good. Alright, so in that case, we'll just do room, 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 and room. is just customizing how you look, and you can just do that and you're done. But we're maxed on everything, so that's all I gotta do now is just this. And I'll save before we do the last one. Yippee! Alright, cool. We passed everything. We don't have to redo the whole week again, which is a thing. Yippee! Crash the game again? No. I refuse. National Championship Morocco. Best riders in a position ready to start. I'd like to wish best of luck to all. I mean, best win. Best riders, they say, when it's only me ever. We don't even see the other riders. They just are there in the results screen. Enjoy this epic music. It only plays during the championships. Which, by the way, is just the same shit we did before, but again. So, yay! Except now there's like, oh, there's a 3 there now. Ooh. And now there's just the developers and publisher of the game on the sides. They're just there now. Virtual Toy, Lexus Marika right there. Ubisoft right there. There's like a 3 on the side. That's different from what I've seen before. Not sure what the 3 is about. I'll see if I can get a closer look. Once another one pops up. If it pops up again. Oh, give me that 3 again. Give me that 3 object again. Come on. Let me see that one. Place that somewhere in the map in front of me, game. I want to see the 3. You worked so hard making that asset, after all. Clearly. Really is the game? Yep, it's gonna be my 3rd 0 out of 10 when we're done. It has crashed on me 16 times in total. That's gonna be our final count going into the end of this game too. A total of 16 times it has crashed on me. Once on flashcards and 15 times 15 times on my freaking actual car of the game that I thought wouldn't crash. But no, it crashed in this car even more actually. I see a 3 there. It's just something 3. I couldn't read too well. Look at Horsez and you'll like it. Yippee! Okay, so the bottom is actually never mind. Okay, so I thought I saw just the object here not show up on the bottom screen for a sec. I don't think it did for the first jump actually, but it showed up for the next 2. So that's weird. Yeah, very cool that they just make you do the same thing they did over the last week like 3 times already. Again, with epic music, and I'd call that a championship. Very cool. They've done this to me 5 other times. Surely I thought the 6th time would be different. What a fool I was. What a fool I was to think this. I have to do dressage one last time after this too. That's the worst part, is I have to do dressage one last time here in a second. Hey, if you wanna make me not suffer as much and also help me pay back my $16 debt from getting a card in this game because I thought it would run better than the R4 would, considering R4 crashed initially. But that's not the case. If you want to help me with that, consider subscribing. I do have a sub goal up currently to add some chaos in the next season of DS Destruction. If we get to 200 sub points by the time we're like about to start Final Fantasy 12 Remnant Wings, which is our final game of this season, then we'll add 5 completely random games to next season of DS Destruction. We'll go into Marbles on stream. We'll put like all of our games in there. We'll roll them, and whoever wins all 5 of those races, we'll add those games to that season. It'll be as simple as that. It'll be pure chaos. It'll be a lot of fun. Make it a spectacle because I'm putting new marbles on stream. So yeah, if you want to see that, consider subscribing to the channel or gifting some subs or something. Any primers? Ayo. That's all I gotta say. Because I have nothing else to say during dressage for next like 4 minutes for doing this. But yeah. Explain for our goal in chats if you don't understand. If you don't understand what I was saying. I have it in written form as well. Thankfully, this is the home stretch, though. As soon as we're done with this part right here, we're done with the whole game. And thank goodness for that. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a nuke on the con section of this game once we're done. That's all I know. Okay, so what are some pros? What's something positive about this game, chats? What is a positive thing to say about Horsez for the Nintendo DS? That's what I'm trying to come up with right now in my head. I had something yesterday, I think, but like I don't think I have anything else anymore. Like, maybe the music sometimes. Maybe the music occasionally. I know for Pony Love, my only pro for that game was Horse. Honestly, it might unironically be the same for this game too. It's just, the pro is Horse. And it's true. Horse good. I think just the championship song right here is pretty good, but like the rest of it's... Because it's a remix of like the song you hear normally during this section anyways, but now it's just epic. But it's like the only good song in the game, I would say. It's not even good normally. It's also on like a 1 minute 50 something second loop. I wasn't even paying attention. I zoned out for a second there, and can you blame me? I was so in the zone, hitting all these symbols on the screen. On the screen, I was so locked in. I forgot to draw the symbol in front of me. Woe is me. Now I'm gonna fail. Ah! It's over. Okay. Frozen spell of a Z. Sometimes the menus they capitalize like Horsez. Like right here, you see it's a capital Z for some reason. I don't know why they do that sometimes, but yeah. We did. So we were among the best. You know, Clarice was above me in the last one, and she's not here at all somehow. But whatever. We did. Now we're having some story thing. What's happening here? What are you doing? How did you triumphal? Sure. Triumphal return to France. You went home as a champion. All to you and to your teachers who taught me what I know. Thanks to all of you, I won the championship in Morocco. You're always confident, Ginger. You made great efforts, and you went through with your work, no matter how hard it was. There's nothing much we could teach you anymore. Now you're a great rider, one of the few. I'm very much, sir. Thank you. I'm very happy, sir. Thank you very much. Teacher and I have been talking about your future. What are your plans from now on? I don't really know. I'd like to complete my training in the United States. More of the Federation is counting on me to represent France in the World Championships. Your immediate future is in competition, Ginger. Competition and winning. Winning gold medals in the World Championships or in the Olympics is what every young person like you could dream of. Those opportunities pass you by. When you're on top, remember us. Competition is very demanding. It's a very rewarding period in a rider's career. Unfortunately, it doesn't last long. I know, sir. I have to plan ahead. When you feel that you are through with competitions, you should come back to the academy to teach. I don't know what to say. I wasn't expecting this. No. Don't say anything, Ginger. You'll always be welcome here. There's nothing like more than you have gold medals of hard. Winner without gold medal. Yeah, you did. We're good. All right, GG's. Let's go by so quick for a second. Do you see that? Yeah, of course there's nothing on the credits. Of course there's no music in the credits. That means that they have to pay someone to make music in the credits. That's what that means. Why would there be music in the credits? Why would there be music in the credits after all? I'm so glad we're done. Now enjoy the sound of me drinking water. Yum. Friendly reminder, there's like... I checked it last night. There's like 7 or 8 more horse games on DS we gotta play still. We already played like 5 of them, which is nice. Between this game, Pets Horses 2, Pets Horseshoe Ranch, Pony Love, and Horse Life. We've played those at least so far in terms of horse games. Horses are so over, and we're so back. And by that I mean we're not. By that I mean we're not. Don't have to play this shit again. Can I skip this? I can. All right, cool. I'm not playing. They get rid of the adventure option. They just get rid of the option on the menu entirely. That's so funny. That's really funny, actually. It's just gone there. No more adventure to be had. You're done. Gameplay is over. I can't crash the game. I have to go into the actual adventure to crash the game. I'm gonna check one more thing, by the way, before I do anything else. Oh, no, not resume game. Wait, oh, that's right, because I didn't save. That's right. I can do that over again and then go to the adventure to do that, but no, I can't. All right, we're gonna check one more thing. This is a car I bought on eBay. There was one other person who had this game. How far did they get? How far did you get, Jessica? You got through the end of week 1. You did Stroll 4 times, Care twice. I imagine probably crashed for her at least once during the Cares. Dressage and chat room. That's all she did. There we go. I don't blame her for doing only Stroll, because like yeah, honestly, it's more fun. It'd be more fun just to roam around and just like see the sights on your horse than anything else. I don't blame her for not getting very far in this game, because yeah, like who would want to get very far in this game? That's for sure. All right, let's do our review, chat. Let's review the video game right here. Bada bing, and also bada boom. That's a little quiet. There we go. That's better. All right. Horsez for the Nintendo DS. Certainly was a game we played. I mentioned it earlier. This game crashed on us 16 times. I think also the proof that like, you know, the other person who had this cart, the fact that they, you know, only got to I think the fact that they only got through like the second day of the first week also further drives home the points that this game definitely deserves to be the third 0 out of 10 game of DS Destruction. Because, yeah, the game crashed 16 times, and also the gameplay itself is so boring and tedious and unfun, and not even the story bits save it in any way. Like, it deserves to be a 0 out of 10. Why, even beyond the crashes, why would you even play more of the game at that point? It's like, why would you even play more of it? It's one of those things. Also, it's definitely going in my bottom 15 for sure. We're gonna decide on where it goes after we're done with the review, but yeah. In terms of difficulty, wasn't really much difficulty. That being said, though, if you just straight up didn't know what to do, which is a very easy thing to have happen in this game, you have to redo the whole week over again, which loses you like an hour of progress. And like honestly, Jessica, the other person on this file, she was definitely in line to lose an hour of progress, considering she had strolled like 4 times and didn't do like I think jump once or like one of the other ones you have to do once. So like yeah, that's what's gonna happen there. It's very easy to miss out on any of that and just not have a good time with this shitty ass game. But I think in terms of difficulty, every 3 minutes of crash from a most boring horse game ever conceived alone 0 out of 10. Oh, agreed, 100%. In terms of difficulty, it's not really hard at all. It's just like, yeah, that one aspect exists. That makes it really stupid. I guess I give it a 3 for that reason, just on vibes alone. I don't know. The vibe 3. Alright, do you use the DS features well? No. No. My opinion is because of the fact that the dressage minigame had you draw symbols, but if you didn't go to the library to learn the symbols, which is very easily missed, it's something I missed the first time I tried this out. I thought it would be in the manual. It's not. It was not in the manual. Yeah, if that's just not there if you don't go to a library and find the symbols. So yeah, no, fuck that. Does not use DS features well. Also, the fact that dressage exists and is like it is in the first place also deserves a 0 out of 10. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, only pro is Horse. Also, the championship song was pretty epic. There we go. That's all I get. That's all I get, honestly. Put a comment there. That's bothering me. There we go. Yeah, it starts from specific points. There's just so much wrong in this crappy ass game. Yeah. So the game crashed on me 16 times in total throughout this playthrough. Thankfully, can't stop typing, please. Thankfully, it only crashed in a specific load. So I knew to save before that load in case it happens. But the first 2 times it crashed, it straight up lost me an hour of progress. I theorize I lost about 3 hours of progress in total playing this crappy game from the crashes alone and having to get back to where I was because of them. Like, straight up, that's so damn unacceptable. How the hell do you miss that? How the hell do you miss that in testing? I skipped past a lot of the credits. I wasn't sitting through that shit after playing this. It also was there'd be no sound either. I wasn't sitting through that. Like, I didn't see if there actually were quality testers or quality assurance testers or AQA at all for this game. It wouldn't surprise me if there was 0 QA, you know? It wouldn't shock me one bit. It's so freaking bad. God damn. But yeah, I think I straight up lost 3 hours. I'm not even, like, I lost an hour initially from the first crash. Or no, hold on. I lost like, I guess technically it was like half an hour, 25 minutes to half an hour or so from the first crash. Because I lost an hour of progress from I lost an hour of progress from the game just being shit with how it plays. Because I got 3 out of the 5 grades maxed out, and because it wasn't 5 out of 5, I couldn't advance. Like, it straight up put me back an hour, having to do the first week again. That was the first thing I had. That was the first nail in the coffin for this game. And then I lost an hour of progress when I tried again after the mulligan that I gave last week, where I got a copy of it instead. I thought maybe the R4 messed with it or something, but no, that wasn't the case. Jesus Christ. I'll put that down too. I thought it was my R4 making the game crash at first, so I paid $16 for a copy of the game after that. But nope, it still crashes. It still crashes consistently. It still crashes consistently despite having a card of the game. Pro tip: save before doing. Oh, I actually have to skip this one. Unfortunately, we're going. But bing. Unfortunately, can't have a laden song during this because it'll like mess with the copyrights. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but yeah. I'll turn breaks though. It's fine. Yeah. Save before doing care, but also don't play this game. That's the real pro tip. Yeah. Alright, so but yeah. The first time I tried this game, I did the first full week and ended up passing 3 of the 5 grades. Not passing 5 of 5 meant I had to redo the entire week over again, losing an hour of progress. Why is the game like this? Why is the game like this? Why? Soul, why is the game like this? What the heck? Thank you for the raid. Hi everybody, I'm Shasta. I just beat Horsez for Nintendo DS, which is my 3rd 0 out of 10. After playing a game that probably won't be a 0 out of 10, but we'll see. It crashed on me 16 times in total, if you can believe it. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, I'm doing my review of the game right now, which is mostly just me ranting in the con section. For instance, yeah, the crash made me lose like I think around 3 hours total of progress throughout the game. This playthrough could have been like a couple hours shorter had the crashes not happened, but yeah, very fun stuff that we had to deal with this game. That's for sure. Yeah, so even beyond the jank, and the check it has for progress. Wait, no, actually, hold on. Like, you choose your activities. I'm expand this even more. Like, you choose your activities per week, so it's very easy to not pass something if you don't know what to do. AKA, it's your first time playing. And that's what happened to me. What a terrible decision. Honestly. Yeah, even on the Jake and check as for progress, the game itself is just extremely tedious and boring. And super not worth playing at all. You're really just doing the exact same things with, like, on the exact same courses. Like, 4 times at least to progress past a week. And it's super... Yeah, it gets super grating super quickly. IMO, especially the dressage sections. those last way too long and are so damn boring. Okay, beyond that. Okay, talk about the crashes. We talked about how boring as shit this game is. I had something else I wanted to say, but I'm blanking on it. Oh yeah, moving in the story sections was also excruciatingly slow. And sometimes you would have to do fetch quests to advance as well, which makes things even more excruciating. I can't emphasize how damn slowly you moved. Like it was sad. It was sad how slowly you moved. Honestly, it was super sad. Freaking. I had more I wanted to say. I'm forgetting it right now. Oh yeah, why do you? Oh yeah, the symbols thing. But also, why do you have to double tap B to jump? Why can't you just single tap it? Single tapping B anywhere in the game doesn't really do anything. So why did they do that? That was a weird thing. Also for the dress, actually let me do this. Hold on. Let me go back to like talking about dresses right here. That's what we'll do. So like, yeah. Also, if you don't go to the library and buy the tutorial telling you to draw the symbols for dressage. Excuse me, I keep saying dressage. That's incorrect actually. But if you don't buy the tutorials telling you how to draw the symbols for dressage, the game will just straight up never tell you how to do this. The game will just straight up never tell you how to do this. So you just fail those sections otherwise. Unless you somehow figure it out through trial and error. What absolutely shit game design. Oh my gosh. What absolutely shit game design that is. They could have literally just put freaking the symbols on the circles that you run over that tells you what to draw. Instead it's just a question mark. It's just literally a question mark instead of the symbol that should be there. It doesn't change the symbol until you buy the tutorial inside the library. Like, what the fuck are they thinking with that? What the fuck, dude? You're like it's so easy to miss this. And it got to the point where I thought the manual would tell me what to draw during those sections. And even still, it didn't tell me. It didn't even point me to the library where it actually would tell me. Let me get exactly where it pointed me to actually while we're here. It pointed me to like some menu that doesn't tell me what the symbols are. Yeah, here we go. It says, please refer to the dressage figure list in the Academy menu, which, by the way, just says what you've done during dressage. That's all it says there. It says you've done free walk, it says the medium walk, it says a medium trot, etc., etc. That's all it says during there. It doesn't tell you how to do that, like how to draw the symbols. It doesn't tell you that there. But yeah. Terrible. Yeah, the library is also useless because it just tells you about certain things and not let me bold this and italicize this, and not how to do certain things, which is so shitty for a video game to do. It tells you what jumping is, doesn't tell you how to jump in the game. That's a TLDR of what that is. It's so shit. But yeah, anyways, I think I've ranted enough for now about how shit this game is. What are the memes? What was memorable about this playthrough, chats? Obviously, I already put down in the con section. I put down again. The game crashing 16 times on me. Obviously, that's in there. More than anything else. Here's our character whenever we did like the turnaround move in dressage. There's our beautiful character right there. Honestly, fitting that the Strange Journey boss music showed up during this, because this is definitely a Strange Journey boss right here. This is definitely a demon we have to fight right here. This is absolutely a demon right here. With those eyes, with our lack of a mouth, this is absolutely a demon we're fighting in Strange Journey. That's for damn sure. This is like Famine. We're fighting Famine, like one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. This is Famine right here. Considers no mouth, they can't eat. You know, there we go. Anyways, let's not look at that. Our low poly model looking at us during dressage. Our low poly model with 2 dot eyes. There we go. For sure that's. Ay. Do they not give a single shit about this game? I swear to God. God damn, dude. Here's an ad Paladin made in Discord. Here, it's just Horse. He made this in like 5 minutes. Maybe, like a minute. It's just Horse. Shout out to Horse. There we go, there's the original resolution. Yeah, at one point we collected Clarice like an item for one of the sections. That's funny. Collecting... Oops, it's like... Clarice like an item. Clarice acquired. Like, we ran over with a horse during one of those troll sections. And we just collected her. Just instantly collected her. And Marie posted this earlier. This is a great edit. Fantastic edits. Yeah, it crashes. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect edit, honestly. It describes this game so perfectly. I'm free from Horse, thankfully. We're good. I don't think there's anything else beyond that, unless anyone can think of anything else. But like, I think I'm good personally. I shall say one more. Inaccurate Morocco, because yeah, there's so much deserts in Morocco in this game when normally that is not the case. Yeah, would I recommend this game? Fuck no. This was awful and extremely boring and tedious as hell. And the game consistently crashes on a real, actual cart of the game. Do not play this game ever. It is not worth your time, and it is especially not worth finishing at all. There we go. 16 times, Lee. Thank you for the tier 3 for 18 months, by the way. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, 16 times the game crashed on us. 16 times the game crashed on us. That's insane. For a game that's on a cart that cannot be patched, that's extremely inexcusable. It makes the game unplayable, and that's why it is our third 0 out of 10 of DH Destruction. That is number 3 right there. That's a third 0 out of 10. Because it is unplayable. quite frankly. More proof of that is also the other person on our carts having a playthrough that ended on the first week. Like 2 days in. So yeah, there we go. Unplayable garbage.